What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button once again. I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly appreciated. Once again, I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. But like I told you and I said to you before, earlier this week, when that Knicks schedule drops, I will be going live, man. So I hope everyone's doing well. And today the schedule came out, right? Came out. Now we know who the Knicks are playing. We already got the win pretty much of, it was like in the smoke out there. Shall I say, in regards to exactly who the Knicks were going to be opening, right? The rumors were out there. And they got stamped and approved. We are opening up against Boston in the Boston Garden. Ring night for those boys. October 22nd, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Extremely excited, man. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait. Big Task, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Schedule is out. Let's go, man. You know what? I said it, right? I said, listen, look, the Knicks are going to probably open up against Boston or Philly. That's what it's going to be. And listen, with the way things are going, the way the Knicks look, when the Knicks are going, it's better for the NBA, and we open up in the Boston Garden against them boys on ring night. It cannot get any better. But I said before, I said game 2, it's going to be in the Garden, and it's either going to be against Philly or Indiana. I said it on my show. I said it. Lo and behold. We got Indiana on a Friday night on ESPN in the Garden, 7:30 p.m. LV will be in the building. Just letting you know right now. LV will be in the building. I will be. Trust, I will be. Explosive. Nothing better in the league than when the Knicks are rocking and rolling. Nothing better. 2 primetime games. Guys, listen, I'm going to get into the schedule in a second, but I just want to let you know. First opening up, soon as the doors open, as soon as they crack open the season, they say, yo, listen, we're here. The season's open. The Knicks are on the table against the defending champs. It doesn't get any better than that, people. It doesn't. It doesn't get any better than opening up against some boys that we're trying to beat. And the exact reason we got Mikal Bridges over here to match up with those wings. Hey, listen, you think you're contenders? Well, here's your shot. Opening gate. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. You got to love it, man. You got to love it, and you got to love this team. And I'm licking my chops opening night against Boston. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. I think we play big against them on the road. Huge. Huge for the league. Huge. Cannot wait. Hey, guys, also, too, let me know how my sound sounds. It's not messing up at all, right? I'm kind of seeing like a little glitches here. I'm kind of seeing like something's coming up on my screen. So let me know, everybody. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know if everything's okay. So it's exciting, man. It truly is. And then opening night in the Garden on a Friday night, primetime television, ESPN. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big Task, everything's good so far. Appreciate you. Everybody's coming through here. Let me know that you're here, man. And please, when you come through, hit that like button for your boy, please. Friday night in the Garden, ESPN, we play against them boys. Listen, they was yapping McConnell and all them dudes. Tyrese Halliburton was sitting on the bench in the Olympics. He took Brunson's spot. He thinks he's better than Brunson. He's not. Now it's time to show them boys, listen, you didn't even play our real team. Now we got Randall. Now we got, look at Big Task said food. Exactly. We got OG Anunoby. We got everybody back. Of course, salute to iHeart. He's off in OKC, but still. Nothing better. Listen, nothing better. And LV will be in the building. This season is going to be called Revenge Tour. That's what this season is going to be called. Because I felt we got shortchanged last year. Randall's injury, OG Anunoby's injury, Josh Hart, just the injury bug bit us. So this season is revenge season. It is. And so to me, that's what we got to do. We got to wipe them boys up. And once again, LV Live will be in the building. We'll be in the building, people. Big time. Listen, it doesn't get no better, man. It doesn't get no better in the league than this. It doesn't, man. You got to think, listen, how much sweeter can it be than to open up prime time, TNT, on a Tuesday when the league starts and you're the marquee game, 7:30. Playing the defending champs, 7:30 on a Tuesday night. It's nothing better, man. Then you get 2 days off on a Friday night. The city's going to be in a frenzy. You open up in the Garden against your arch nemesis. Rivalry renewed with Indiana, especially what happened last year. You know, Josh Hart and, you know, Halliburton going back and forth. Halliburton saying, we sent you home. Josh Hart told him, hey, listen, man, okay, cool, you sent us home. But how is it, you have the same amount of wins as we do? Getting swept in the Eastern Conference. At least we could have got one. That showed and proved that they didn't belong. By them getting swept like that. So I'm glad to see that we're opening up against them boys in the Garden. No better feeling, man. No better feeling. Revenge tour. Then right after that, we got Cleveland. At home, Spider comes back to the city with Johnny Bryant. So guys, 3 straight games of playing playoff teams. 3 straight games. 2 home, 1 away. Perennial East powers who are going to be in the thick of things for the playoffs. It doesn't get no better. Listen, look. The Knicks think they're the real deal. Let's make it happen. So I love this. I love it that we're out there and we're kind of getting put out on Front Street to kind of see exactly who are you. If you're ready, let's see. I see you build your squad together, so let's see. I love it, man. It can't get no better. And as Knicks fans, we should all love that. We should love competition. We should never run from it. As the young kids say, right? We want all smoke. We want all smoke. Great to see. Great to see them. Right after that, right? Then we got Miami away in MSG South Beach on that Wednesday night. Mischief night, day before Halloween. We got the Heat. Listen, man. Listen. The schedule is amazing to start off for the Knicks. Even though it's against top teams, this is great because this is where you want to see where guys are. Have guys been training? Have they been working out? I don't want to start off against Charlotte. I don't want to start off against Washington. Maybe later, when we need a couple of days off, yeah, we play them bums. But this is how you want to start off. Boston, Indiana, Miami, and Cleveland. It doesn't get no better than that, man. There's excitement around this team, man. There is. Excitement. And it's just an amazing feeling, man. It truly, truly is. Because now we're getting respect to the league, right? Us being on opening night, both nights, Friday, main night, of course, and a Tuesday, that tells you that the league is interested in what the Knicks are and what they're going to be, right? There's an excitement that comes with that. Then right after that, right, we got Miami, right? Then we have a day off. And I say a day off because that's when we're playing them bums from Detroit. Now we can take a break. Right now we can pump the brakes. And then a sneaky game, but I think we smack them. We're in Houston. We play the Rockets on the 4th of November. And then Wednesday, November 6th, another MSG South, we play Atlanta. So we got 3 straight games of kind of relaxing, right? Before we get into that Friday night home against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, see, I love this game because that's right in between kind of like that little break of games, right? Of course, you never take any team lightly, but I'm not worried about Houston. I'm not worried about, Detroit or Atlanta, right? But then we got Milwaukee that Friday. So once again, right, you're seeing like the schedule and you're seeing how to break down. LV just told you exactly who we play. So now we got Milwaukee, right? To me, I love that because that's a changing of the guard. Changing of the guard. Out with the old, in with the new, right? Brunson's taking over that Dame time stuff. So for Dame Dollar. I think he's finished. He's washed up. And this could be a sign to let the Greek Freak know, listen, man, leave Milwaukee, man. It's cold up there. Too much snow. Come down here to the city that matters. End your career here. Maybe. LV just throwing something out there. You never know. But to me, I think that's what that game is. Out with the old, in with the new, playing against the Bucks, right? Then, that Sunday, right, we go to Indiana, which is probably want to be in a primetime game, 5 p.m. We play the Pacers. Once again, revenge tour. Revenge tour. And then we start group play, right? For to try to get that NBA Cup. Tuesday, primetime game, TNT, we play those Sixers. Now, listen, man, there's been bad blood. Ever since Embiid yanked Mitch's legs, he hit Brunson with the forearm in his neck. Brunson looked at him and said, yo, my man, what was that for? What was that for? And Embiid looked at him like, yo, what? I ain't do nothing. Dirty Embiid. We play them for the NBA Cup. First game. And we're at Philly, right? What I felt like was like MSG South, another South. You know, Philly's only an hour away, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. So that's great to see. I think that's prime time. I don't know, man. It's a Tuesday, man. LV might try to make it out there. That's Tuesday, though, man. It's tough. It's tough. So, boom. So, right, once again, back-to-back tough games. Milwaukee, Indiana, and Philly. Hope everybody's staying with me here. Then right after that Wednesday, we got Chicago. Easy work. All they got is Zach LaVine, and they got Josh Giddey. Remember, they got Josh Giddey in that OKC trade. So they got Josh Giddey and Zach LaVine. DeRozan is out of here. So they got Lonzo Ball. I think he's coming back. I think he's got a new bionic knee. Who knows? So he's back. Then right after that, once again, the NBA Cup. And guess who we got in the NBA Cup this game? Home game against the little brother over there, out there in Brooklyn, who's renting space out there. We got the Nets. Right after we got the Bulls, we got the Nets. So then we play Brooklyn back-to-back. That Friday at home, and then that Sunday at home. Back-to-back, we got Brooklyn. So once again, easy work. Then that Monday, back-to-back games, we have the Wizards at home. So we got 3 straight at home. 4 straight at home. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. Brooklyn twice, the Bulls, and the Wizards. So this is set up for the Knicks to make some noise. It is. So this schedule is beautiful in how it's aligned. So then right after that, we hit that West Coast trip, right? We got the Suns, which is always going to be tough. They got the 3-headed monster out there, KD, Booker, and of course, Bradley Beal. Remember, Brunson dropped, what did Brunson drop last year on them boys, right? What was it, a 50-piece? It was something crazy. It was like 50 points. He dropped them boys out there. KD was like, yo, man. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. So then right after that, we got Utah. See, these are sneaky games. I think the Knicks can beat these boys, but these are sneaky games on the road, especially Phoenix and Utah. Back-to-back. On a Wednesday, got a little travel time, then Saturday. And then right after that, we go to Denver. We play against the Joker. So that should be, in fact, actually, if I'm correct, no, I'm bugging. Excuse me. Getting my dates wrong. Okay, no. I was about to say Thanksgiving. No, that's a Monday. So we got Denver. Then after that, Dallas on Wednesday. And then that Friday in the NBA Cup, we got Charlotte. So look, if you pay attention, this West Coast trip is tricky. This is very tricky. We got Phoenix, Utah, Denver, and Dallas. All pretty much 3 out of 4 playoff teams. But, you know, Utah is sneaky at home. Utah is really sneaky and dangerous. But that trip can be dangerous. It can. Now, I think the Knicks can pull it out. But playing KD, then Joker, then you got Clay. Killer Dogs, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Then we got Clay and Kyrie and them boys. So that stretch is a little dangerous because those teams are legit and it's away. We can't sleep on Utah. I think we beat them, but Utah, they play really, really well at home. They do. I don't know why, but they just play really, really well, man. So that little road trip right there is you got to pay attention to that road trip. And then right after that, we come home. Now that's when things kind of get a little somewhat easier, but not really, right? Because we got Charlotte that Friday, right after Thanksgiving. We got Charlotte in the NBA Cup Friday at Charlotte, right? Then we got the Pelicans, which is tricky, right? Because, you know, the Pelicans are solid. They're also a playoff team. We got them home, so we got to pay attention to that. But then right after that, on a Tuesday, we got Orlando. NBA Cup again. See, I told you how I feel about Orlando. Orlando's tricky, man. And they give the Knicks problems because of all that length. Pause. Everybody over there is 6'10", like I said. And they just brought in another defensive guy in KCP from Denver. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be extremely, extremely tough. And we got them and the Pelicans back-to-back. CP, Mets, and Knicks, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming on, rocking with LV Live to talk about that schedule. Yo, CP, man. How much are you willing to pay Soto right now? How much are you willing to pay Soto? You saw me at three bombs the other night, man. Then he hit one last night. 4 in the last 2 games, CP. Yo, CP, I'm sorry. Everybody, I apologize for talk schedule. My boy CP's up in there. I have to rock with him real quick. CP, I want you to throw a number out there. I think Soto's getting about $750 million, man. I think he's going to get that. I think he's getting anywhere up there with, like, Ohtani money, man. I think he's getting that. For what he's doing right now, CP, if it wasn't for Judge, he's the MVP. Easy. If it wasn't for Judge, Soto's getting MVP. Everybody knows Judge is the best player in the league. But I'm just saying. CP, I think he's getting $750 million, man. The Yanks aren't going to be able to pay that. And, you know, the Yanks got the most money outside of the Mets. No, who's going to pay that, man? You got to give up everything for him. And you know who his agent is, right? Scott Boras. Boras wants all the money. So he's going to get like $750. Yo, man, he's going to get Shohei Ohtani money, man. AP, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. So, CP, you let me know. Killer Dog said, nah, he got that cuz he's a pitcher as well. Yo, Killer Dogs, man. I hear you, man. But you know what? Killer Dogs, he just got a Tommy John, man, so he hasn't been pitching all year. So I don't know. But I think someone's gonna pay it, man. He's that good. AP, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you subscribing to my channel. CP says 750 is wild. I don't know about all that, right? 600, I'll start and see if Yanks match, which I doubt, but we cross that bridge when we get yeah, man. Yo, CP, he's gonna get that, man. I think he's gonna get 750. I think he's gonna get more than Ohtani, man. I'm telling you. Listen, CP, listen. You're a Mets guy. I'm a Yanks guy. I'm watching all the games. I got the Yes Network. I'm watching all the games. He's a monster. He's got more walks than strikeouts. He's got 100 walks this year. He's only got like 67 or 80 something strikeouts. If it wasn't for Judge, he would be the MVP. He's making his game look easy, man. Too easy. He's the best player in the game. Ohtani, I think, offensively can't touch this guy, man. He can't touch him. CP, organization changer without it. That's what I'm saying. CP, listen, I think whoever's out there Whatever team. It can be, I'm speaking bum teams, CP. I'm speaking of the Giants. We just played the White Sox last night. We smashed them. I'm talking about teams like that need somebody to change. They're going to throw everything at this guy. And Scott Boras is going to say, we want it all. I think he's going to get Shohei Ohtani money. I don't think he's getting 600. I think he's getting more than that. I think he's getting more, man, because of what he's doing, especially in this market in New York. So all eyes are on him. But it doesn't faze him. CP, he's getting big bucks, man. I hope the Mets can get him, but I don't think you guys are gonna be able to match, man. I think someone like the Giants or somebody like that is gonna pay him out of the stratosphere type of bread. Or maybe some team, or maybe a bump team like Oakland. They're moving to Vegas anyway. They might use that and be like, yo, this is our new star. We're going to Vegas. Boom, we're giving him everything. And make him part ownership. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I'm just being honest. CP, I gotta come on your show, man. We gotta talk baseball. Because I'm telling you, this guy is, he's probably, I'm giving my age, but he's probably the best hitter I've seen, CP, since Tony Gwynn. I'm being super, I'm telling you, man. I'm giving my age here. He's probably the best hitter I've seen since Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn never struck out, man. Never. He was too good of a hitter. And he's a lefty, just like Tony Gwynn. Hey, man. He's getting, and how old was he? 24, 25? The Yanks can't keep, they're not going to be able to keep him, man. Because he's going to go to the bread. He's not going to go. He's already got a World Series ring with Washington. So I'm just being honest. So it ain't the ring and stuff. He's not chasing that. He's already got it. So now he's chasing the bread. Big Tass, I gotta look up what Tony Gwynn is. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Gotta look up Tony Gwynn, man. All-time great. CPLV, man, you gotta mention this all season having you Juan Soto on stream for an hour. Both perspectives, right? New York baseball. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Big Taz, man, he's a legend, man. Tony Gwynn is like the hit king, man. I mean, he didn't get as many hits as Pete Rose, but just as far as average and hitting, there was nobody better. Maybe him. Honestly, as far as hitters go, CP, you can argue with me. It's Tony Gwynn and Ted Williams. It's them two. Nobody better. I'm speaking of just, you can't strike him out. He's too good. And that's this guy. This guy is amazing, man. Listen, I've been watching all the Yankee games. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Crazy. So, okay, but anyway, okay, I'm CP. I'm sorry. My guy came up in here. I had to talk baseball. All right, cool. So I left on Orlando. So now we hit an easy streak right here, right? Here's the easy streak. Couple of games. We got Charlotte, December 5th, Detroit, December 7th. At home, back to back, right? So we can get 2 wins. Then it gets a little shaky again, right? We got 4 straight games to get some contenders. I think Toronto's going to be a lot better. RJ is looking legit out there in Toronto. Scotty Barnes just got that big deal. I think IQ is going to be better. Toronto's going to be tough. Then we play in Minnesota against Ant-Man and the crew. Minnesota is no joke. No joke. So that's going to be a tough one on the road, December 19th. Then from there, we go to New Orleans. That's going to be a tough one on the road. So we play 2 teams that's got an abundance amount of wings. You know, Herb Jones out there in Pelicans. McDaniels out there with Minnesota. You know, Ingram, Zion. It's going to be tough those 4 games. Then right after that, right after New Orleans, we're home again against Toronto. So those 4 games right there could be dangerous. You got to be careful playing these teams right here that are on the rise. We already know what Minnesota is. We know what the Pelicans are, but Toronto is dangerous. I think they're going to be way better this year. And then, like I said it before on my last show, Christmas Day, we got Wemby. Wemby's in the Garden Christmas Day. I think that's an easy win. Easy win. Easy win. Everybody also, too, man, if you guys haven't done so, please go and subscribe to my man CP Mets and Knicks. If you are a Mets fan, please go check him out. Great channel over there with my guy, man. So please go check it out. I'm not a Mets fan, but I just like to go support CP, see what they talk about over there. So, yeah. So please make sure you go subscribe to my man CP. So we got Wemby on Christmas Day. I'll be opening gifts and watch the Knicks blow these boys out by 20, right? Because they're not ready yet. Right after that Friday, Orlando away. Danger game. Listen, it's tough in Orlando, man. I don't know why, but the Knicks have been struggling with them all year. I think the Knicks lost the series to them last year. And Randall has problems with them. He just doesn't play well at all. So we got to see exactly what that looks like. And then right after that Orlando game, going into the new year, they blessed us with 3 straight games that are easy ones. Away at Washington, back-to-back at Washington. Away games, December 28th and December 30th. Beautiful. So I think that's going to be easy wins for the Knicks right before New Year's. New Year's Day, we start off with a bang against Utah. Should be an easy one. Then we go away, right? The iHeart renewal. We go to OKC Friday night, January 3rd, which is going to be a tough one. We already know what OKC is, and they got our boy iHeart, and they got Caruso. Let's not forget, they are loaded. Let's just be honest. They're loaded. So that's going to be a tough one for the Knicks. That just is. We have to be honest about that. On the road, OKC, tough one. I think iHeart gives Mitch the business too. I think he uses Mitch. And then right after that, we got a tough stretch right here, boys. Tough stretch, January 4th. Chicago Bulls. Think it's an easy win. But then right after that, we go to Orlando at home, Toronto at home, OKC at home, and Milwaukee at home. Those 4 games right there are dangerous. I already told you what Orlando is. Toronto, I think, is on the rise. And then we got OKC back. Hope we give iHeart a great standing ovation for him. And then we got the Greek Freak that Sunday. So those 4 games right there are tough. And then right after that, we hit a little easy one. We got Detroit that Monday. But right after that Wednesday, we got the Sixers in Philly on ESPN primetime again. And then right after that, we got Minnesota home. So you got to think 1, 2. So we got 5 straight games. Orlando, Toronto, OKC, Milwaukee, Philly, and Minnesota. The only easy game right there is Detroit. So we hit a stretch coming out of the new year. Big Taz said Toronto's easy work, no problem. Yo, Big Taz, I hope so, man. But RJ getting busy out there, man. RJ's getting busy. Yo, listen, man. You know what it is, Big Taz? They're sneaky good. I think a year under their belt, playing with that crew, they could be good. So they're dangerous in that way, right? You know what I'm saying? Because there's wins and losses are wins and losses. So certain games you can't lose because it's a stretch that we're going on right here, Big Taz. You understand, Big Taz? So boom. So we got Toronto, right? That could be a sneaky game we could lose because they're that good. Because right before that, Big Taz, we got Orlando, January 6th. Then we got Toronto. Then Big Taz, we got OKC at home. Then the Bucks right after that. Then we get a break against Detroit. Then right after that, we got Philly. Then Minnesota. That's going to be a tough stretch, Big Taz. Tough stretch. And then right after that gets easy. January 20th, we got the Hawks. 21st, we got Brooklyn. Then the 25th, we got Sacramento and Memphis. So those should be easy goals right there. I think we take Sacramento. I think we beat them. They're legit. I'm not saying Sacramento. I think we have an edge on Sacramento. I think we do. And we play them at home. So I think this is a nice little getaway from that little tough little stretch we're gonna hit. So then right after that, right, guys? Then right after we play Memphis. January 29th, we got Denver. Then the late show. We got LeBron coming to the Garden in February. I might go to that too, man. February 1st, right? I'm going to mark that down. I think I'm going to go to that, man. Go see LeBron in the Garden. You never know, man. This might be his last time. You know what I'm saying? See LeBron and go see his son. They're going to probably play together in the Garden. That's something. See, LV got me thinking, man. Got me thinking that. I think I might do that. I'm going to mark that down. LeBron in the Garden, February 1st. All right, cool. Then after that, we got the Rockets. February 3rd, February 4th, we got Toronto. Now, check it out, guys. During this whole time that I've been naming teams, Killer Dogs said they're working out in low by themselves. Yeah, you know they are, Killer Dogs. You know they are. During this whole time, right, guys, I've said all these teams, a lot of teams. We only played Boston once, and that was opening night. We got Boston again that Saturday, home, ABC. I think I might go to that one. 8:30 at night in the Garden on a Saturday. You know it's going to be bleeding outside, cold. But it's going to be on fire in the city, inside in the Garden, 8:30 p.m. on ABC that Saturday, February 8th. Book it. I think LV is going to be in the building. I think so, man. And then right after that, look, then we got another one. Then we got Tuesday away, TNT against Indiana, back-to-back. Then we got Atlanta right after that, then Chicago, then Cleveland again, and then Sunday we got Boston. So right here in this little stretch right here is ill again, because we got Boston. Right after that, we got Indiana, then the Hawks, then the Bulls. You get a little break right there with them two teams. And then we got Cleveland and Boston. And this is a little stretch right here, guys. Back-to-back, right? February 21st, February 23rd, and February 26th. Cleveland, at Boston. Then we got the 76ers at home that Wednesday. So that 3-game stretch right there is going to be tough for the Knicks. Then after that, we got Memphis on February 28th. Then the Heat in MSG South Beach. Then we home against Chef Curry. Then Thursday, we on the Lake Show. I think this is when we hit that West Coast trip, March 6th. The Lakers. Then right after that, we got the Clippers, of course. They always do them boys back-to-back. Pause. And then that Monday, we got Sacramento. Then Portland. This is the West Coast trip. Then we got Golden State. The West Coast trip is always tricky. You know that. It's always tricky. I think all these teams right here, you know, the Clippers, they've lost everybody pretty much. That's if Kawhi comes back, but you know Kawhi's always hurt. So you got the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, Portland, and Golden State. Hey, man, the Knicks can go 5-0 on that trip. I think the Knicks can go 5-0 on that trip right there. I think they can. On that West Coast trip. And then right after that, that Monday, March 17th, we got Miami Heat. Then we're away San Antonio. Then we got Charlotte. So this should be a little easy stretch right here. Except for the Heat. They're always tough at home. You know that. But then you got San Antonio away. You got Charlotte away. You got Washington. Those 3 games should be a little break. So I think the Knicks should be able to knock them boys off. Then we got Dallas at home, the Clippers at home, Milwaukee, then Portland, then the 76ers. Last game of the year, the Knicks got Detroit, Cleveland, and Brooklyn. So, team, listen, guys, let me know. Michael Cooper, of course. Michael Cooper, man, come on, play with the Lakers, man. Cool. Play with the Lakers, man. So, guys, listen. I want everybody in the chat who's in the chat right now, please. I appreciate everybody hitting that like button for your boy LV. Truly appreciate that. All my day ones, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me on this Thursday night, man. I want everybody to give their what they think the Knicks are going to win. How many games? What say you? Out of these 82, what are we looking at? LV's going to give his number. I say right now, LV's jumping out the window. You ready? I'm saying the Knicks win 60 games, man. 60. Yeah, I said it. And I'm sticking to it, too. I think the Knicks win 60 games, man. I think we're that good. I think we are. I think we're that good. AP says 57. Anybody else? How many games do the Knicks win this year? Give me a number. AP says because I think they're like the 96-97 team. Ooh, okay. Okay. Like that 96-97 team. That's what Allen Houston and the crew. Spreewell and them boys. Yeah, I remember. Story time real quick with LV. Story time. True story, right? Big Tacit, 60 wins. Do you guys remember when the Knicks got Spreewell? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember why they got Spreewell? Do you guys remember why they got Spreewell? Because remember, Spreewell was in Golden State tearing things up. You guys remember that? Remember, it was Spreewell, Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin. No, not Chris Mullin. I'm bugging. Well, he came later, right? But it was Tim Hardaway. Remember, they had Mitch Richmond. I think he left and went to Sacramento, however that worked out. But Spreewell was there with Tim Hardaway. Do you guys remember? You guys remember why we got Spreewell? Do you guys remember that? Oh, that was the Oakley. Yeah, it's Chris Childs. I apologize. Thank you for that. Knicks 100 GM. Yeah. Knicks 100 GM. Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Everybody hit that like button when you come through. He choked PJ Carlesimo. Knicks 100 GM. That's what I'm talking. Salute you, my brother. He choked PJ Carlesimo in practice. That's how the Knicks got him. And I remember when he came into the gym, right? LV was there too. I was there in the gym that day. The story time with LV. I was in the gym that day when he came through. When he came through, my man that was on the basketball team with me, he said, yo, they go to Strangler. He said, yo, they go to Strangler. He said it loud. Spreewell looked back at him. And he just walked out. I said, yo, my man, you bugging out for that. He just shrugged his shoulders. Yo, listen, crazy. True story, man. True story. He called him the Strangler, like, because there was like 3 courts. You know how them big gyms are, right, in college. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. All my day ones coming through, man. Hope all is well with you, sir. You know, in college gyms, you got like 3 or 4 courts. They usually got 4 courts, but sometimes they have a divider. They can put a divider in between, right? You know how it is in the gym. So, it was a divider there. So there was another court over there. That's where the Knicks practiced. And so you can kind of come through the back and kind of walk through the divider. It's like they had a little door on the divider. So he was coming through. I guess he had parked his car, was coming through, and was crossing through our practice, but on the opposite side. So there was like my court that I was on. It's true story here. My court that I was on, and 2 courts that separated us, which is wide. So my man said, from deep, yo, they go to Strangler. Spreewell looked back, kept on walking. True story, man. True story. LV was there, man. I was there. Yeah, man. Chris Childs hit Kobe with that 2-piece. Remember that? I mean, he hit Kobe with that 2-piece. Crazy, man. Crazy. Great times, man. Great times. So what say you guys? What say everybody's running in here? I appreciate everybody coming through. But listen, let me get them numbers. AP is the only one. He said 57 wins for the Knicks. Anybody else? Give me a number. LV says, and I'm sticking to it, 60 wins. Gravity says, can we get a 60 burger this year? That's what I'm talking about, Gravity. I got 60 wins too, Gravity. AP says, anyone remember when Kobe was coming off the bench? Yeah, man, that was in the beginning, man. But I remember Chris Childs hit Kobe with that 2-piece, man. It was quick too. Boop, boop. Kobe was like, oh, he snuck Kobe. Yeah, great tip. Yo, big task, man. It's great times, man. What a time to be alive, man. You know what I mean? Them times 90s were the time, man. 2000s, I 90s was the era, man. Easy. So yeah, so look, all right, so look, I'm saying 60. So gravity says 60. I'm saying 62. Gravity says he feels we might get a chip this year, LV. Ooh. We're gonna touch on that in 1 second. Because I'm kind of feeling something that I think is gonna possibly happen to this team. AP said the 90s was a guaranteed playoff appearance. Oh, word up. That's a fact. Listen, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it in the 90s, man. They was always in the playoffs. Always. And always contenders, too, AP. Always. When Pat Ewing was there, they was always contenders. The only person that stopped them was Mike, man. That was it. But Mike stopped a lot of dudes. He stopped Barkley. He stopped Karl Malone. He stopped everybody, man. That's why, listen, let me tell you something. LV's going off topic right now about the Knicks. Listen, that's why everybody talks about the whole LeBron and LeBron. LeBron can't touch Mike, man. He can't touch Mike. And the reason why he can't touch Mike, because Mike turned everybody's water off, man. Everybody was going. Mike shut it down. Nobody got nothing when Mike was there. When Mike finally got his, and broke through that Detroit slump and that Detroit stranglehold they had on the Bulls, Mike shut it down. Nobody got nothing, B. No one ate. He turned everybody's water off. That was it. And you got to think of the legends that he played against, that he beat, man. I'm just being honest. From Drexler, all those guys are Hall of Famers, man. Barkley, of course. Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stockton. Gary Payton. He shut them off, man. It was over. I'm just being honest. So that's why, to me. And then Mike won 6, man. He won. Come on, bro. He won 3. He did a 3-peat back-to-back, man. He took a break from baseball. Then he won a 3-peat again. Oh, bro. There's no comparison, man. There's no comparison. The talk with him, you got to stop, man. You got to stop. And then the other dynamic is you got to understand Jordan's power, man. The Jordan brand and all that. LeBron sneakers ain't selling like Jordan. Yo, come on, man. They killing people over Jordans. You know what I mean? Pause. I hope they don't shut me off because I said that. But you see what they're doing out there when kids get a pair of Jordans. LeBron sneakers don't do that. When Jordans come out, everybody like, yo, I ought to get a pair. Look what they're going for. His legacy is insane. It's untouchable, man. He can never get close. I don't care how many points you score. He can never sniff what this guy did, man. And a shorter time. I don't care how many finals he goes to. I don't care. He's losing all of them. It doesn't matter. You can get there, so what? If you're losing, what does it matter? And you can only have that conversation with a winner. Like you could say, oh, I just win, so what, I win. But you had those type of conversations, dudes that lose. Yeah, but I win. Yeah, but you lost. So the dudes that won, they have real conversations. They say, yo, my man, I go there, but I'm winning. You lost every one. I went 6 times, I won all 6. And I did a 3-peat twice. Yo, my man, you jumping from team to team. So the conversation ends. Like, there's no comparison. I don't care about the stats. I don't care about all that because he's jumped around so much and he's played so long, and it's just, I'm just come on, man. Big Taz said Jordan sneakers surpassed Chuck Taylor's. That's what I'm saying, man. Chuck Taylor's the original basketball sneakers. Everybody know about those. The Jordans, forget about it. See, LV's going off a little tangent. Now, I apologize. I just had to give him my piece on that, man. The conversation's over because I watched both eras. I watched both. I seen both. I seen LeBron's rise and I seen Jordan's rise. I was a kid. I watched them. I love LeBron's game. I love what he does, but he ain't Mike, man. Mike's different. Mike was different, man. He like the difference between the two is this. Has there ever been a game? I want everybody to be honest with me. Knicks 100 GM, you in here, so I want to hear from you too. I want everybody to be honest with me. Has there ever been a game, right, as a Knicks fan, when you watch LeBron play, you're like worried, like, oh man, like, yo, we up by 10, like, yo, that ain't enough. LeBron could bring his team back. Are you ever worried like that? Nah. Boss. In the 90s, when the Knicks was battling with the Bulls and the Knicks would be up by 10, I was still worried, man. I was still worried because Jordan just go crazy. He start hitting them fallaways, start getting steals, start getting dunks. You like, yo, it's over. And once he start rolling, that's it. He's unstoppable. Because then he's hitting everything. And then you think you got him, right? Then it's 5 seconds on the clock. You say, oh, man, he got the ball in his hand. You know it's over. You know it's over. LeBron, you don't know that. With that guy, you knew it was over. Top of the key, you knew it was over. You had to blitz him. If you didn't blitz him, you let him go one-on-one, you was finished. He was finished. And that was it. He was ripping your heart out. LeBron doesn't do that. Kobe came close, but not the same. Mike was different, man. Big Chad said, show me a video where Jordan's taking 6 full steps. The ref's not calling it. Yeah, it was a different time, man. Today's basketball was a joke. Nah, that's a fact. Yo, also, too, listen, guys. I know I'm getting off topic. I'm kind of touching on it, but listen. You know who I think is second, too? I don't have LeBron number 2. You know who I got number 2? I got Kareem number 2, man. I don't want to hear no talk about because he's a center. So what? That's a position. So what? Bro, there's nobody that's won more than Kareem on all levels. High school, college, and NBA. In high school, his team was the most dominant high school, his team back then. People want to say, oh, ever, so what? It doesn't matter. Then in college, he did the same thing with UCLA. They dominated everything. He won 3 championships. In the NBA, how many rings Kareem got? What, he got 6? I think he got the same as Mike. I think he's got 6, man. Because he won 1 with Milwaukee, and I think he won 5 with the Lakers. I think he's got 6 MVPs. Boss, I want all y'all to go back and look at Kareem's resume, man. Look at Kareem's resume. You want to talk numbers. Yeah, LeBron had to play all these years to beat him in points. But everything else, Kareem got more championships than him and more MVPs. Yeah, you know, I get it. Big Tat said, but Kareem had a squad. Yo, listen, B, your squad is your squad, though, man. You can't get mad because they drafted Magic. That ain't got nothing. What that got to do with Kareem? He's still gonna perform. And you forget in the 70s, Kareem dominated in the 70s, B. Yeah, he only won 1 ring, but he dominated. Once he got to Lakers and they got Magic, they was cleaning up everything, man. Bro, listen. Yo, everybody, go look at Kareem's resume, man. Boss, I'm sorry, man. I think LeBron is third to Kareem. People will say, oh, LV, you bugging. You're crazy. Bro, look at Kareem's resume, man. I'm talking about from high school all the way to the league. He won on every level, man. Not won, but dominated every level, man. Every level. He won 3 championships in college, man. 3. His team was the most. I think when he was in high school, I think they only lost like maybe 1 or 2 games. You can say, oh, era. So to me, I don't buy the era crap because my thing is like, yo, man, you dominate how you're supposed to dominate. It doesn't matter. So what? Oh, you playing against plumbers. So what? Because there's going to be a future where other kids are going to be probably like 20 times better. You see what Wemby looks like, right? So Wemby's a whole bunch of dudes that come out like Wemby. 6'11", 7'8", 7'8", 7'6", and they're putting up more numbers than LeBron. People are like, oh, that's not the same because nah, man, you dominate whatever God placed you in, whatever ever you placed in. What do you do with that? I got LeBron number 3. I got Kareem number 2, man. And for a minute, I had Kareem number 1 over Mike. That's a fact. Because I'm just looking at strictly resumes, man. Kareem was, bro. His resume is unmatched, man. Unmatched. It took LeBron trying to extend his career to get to catch Kareem. All on points. Still didn't catch him in MVPs, and he still didn't catch him in championships. Because I think Kareem got 6. Check, guys. Check real quick. I'm gonna check right now. I think Kareem's got six rings, man. Kareem's got 6 rings, boss. 6. 1970, 1980, 82, 85, 87, 88. And he's got 6 MVPs. 71, 72, 74, 76, 77, 1980. Boss, come on, man. Come on, boss. I'm sorry, man. Bro, his resume is stupid. Oh, big task. How was that? How you figure that? How you figure that? Because he joined the nation? Like why? How you figure that? I don't see that with Kareem. Why you say that? I'm all the way confused. You gotta elaborate, big task. Once again, also 2 people. Give me your numbers. How many wins do the Knicks have this year? How many wins? He sold out the Big Dipper. Who's the Big Dipper? Who's that? Who's that? He's about Wilt? How do you sell him out? What do you do? What do you do to Wilt? What? Because they was beefing or something? I heard they was beefing or something like that, right? Because they have a little rivalry or whatever. The guy he won the rings with on the Bucks. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I never had an issue with Kareem, man. I think everybody had an issue with him. Kareem was standoffish, man. My dad told me stories about how Kareem was in the 70s, man. You know what I mean? The Big O? The Big O was the man, bro. But my dad told me stories about Kareem. Like Kareem was just, he was an introvert, man. And also too, remember, his religious background and stuff like that. So he saw the world through a different lens. You know what I mean? The world was different back then, man. You gotta understand, with the whole racial stuff in the 50s and 60s, you know what I mean? So Kareem was in the mix of all that. You know what I'm saying? The Big O, he sold out the Big O. How he sold out the Big O? I never knew that. I never knew that. I never heard that story. LV loves to be educated. So put me on to what happened or whatever. But yeah, I'm sorry. I got on a tangent, man. I just had it was on my mind, man. I got in a little debate with somebody, man. He said, I'm talking basketball, not his personal. So he sold them out. How, though, in basketball-wise, Big Task? Because what? He left? And left the Big O and went to LA? Is that why? I'm you got to educate me. I'm not sure about what that's all about with him and the Big O. All right, so check it out, guys, real quick. I think the Knicks get 60 wins, right? And I think personally, yeah, he left. Yeah, it happens, man. Oh, AP, look at that. My grandfather used to cut Lou Alcindor's hair when he was a kid. Okay, yeah. Because, you know, Kareem from Manhattan. He from, like, it's ill because it's like it's not uptown Harlem, but it's like right before you get to the Bronx. Like, it's on a different side. It's like going towards, it's ill because no one really goes up there like that. But it's like up there by going towards the Columbia football stadium. It's up there. Kareem's from up there, man. He's like it's Harlem, but not really. It's like right outside the Heights. Like, it's up there. He's from further north, New York, right there on the border. That's where Kareem from. I think the Knicks get 60 wins. I think two things I think is going to happen. Could happen. I think the Knicks make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. If everything is clear, no one's getting hurt. Morningside, yeah, right. No, big task. Like, it's not Morningside because, you know, Morningside is going up. Like, you're kind of going up, going past Dykeman, like going past up there. That's going up, big task. That's going up towards like the Columbia football field. I forget what that's called, man, because no one really goes up there. Yeah, so yeah, AP, right, exactly. So that's going up. Like, it's ill because no one really goes up there. That's like right before you kind of get into, like, I don't. It's like right before you kind of before you get to like Westchester County. It's the side of the Bronx, but kind of still Manhattan. It's ill because, you know, the Bronx and Manhattan run into each other. So when you get further up, I forget the name of it. But I put it like this: the Columbia football stadium is up there. You wouldn't even know it's football stadiums up there. It's ill. The Columbia football stadium's like right on the water. Like, this joint is crazy. But it's further up, so it's right kind of before you get into Westchester County. Kareem's from up over there. And then he came down to the city to go to Powell Memorial. So, you know. So I think two things can happen. This is with everybody being healthy, because that's big for them this year. I think the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Big task at Washington Heights. Yeah. It's like the Heights, but it's past the Heights, because the Heights, you know, it taps out. You know what I'm saying? So you get to the Heights, so you kind of get to like close to Westchester, but it's like on a different side, because when you get to, remember, the Heights is still considered Manhattan. So you get to the Heights, but it kind of splits off. It's ill how it does it. And you can go like to the Heights, to the tippy top, and then you can go like you're going towards Westchester. But it's still Manhattan. So you kind of hit like a part up there. I forget what it's called, man. I'm sorry. I'll look it up. So I think the Knicks, if everybody's healthy, I think the Knicks get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think that it's either they're going to play against either Boston or Philly. That's who I think they're going to see in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think the Knicks make it. Then I think the Knicks win that. If they win that, they're going to lose in the finals. I think that's what the Knicks are. I think the Knicks are going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's like the beginning. It's either could be the end or the beginning, because right after that, they're going to go to if they win that, they're going to go to the finals, of course, as you guys know. But they're not going to win it this year. I don't think they win it this year, because I think they probably going to get another piece after this. I think they lose in the finals, but I could also see them losing in the Eastern Conference Finals too. But I think they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. Gravity says Inwood. There you go. Thank you, Gravity. Exactly. Good job, Gravity. Thank you, sir. Just trying to figure it out because I haven't been up there in a minute. I haven't been up there, and if you don't really go up there, you're not gonna really know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's ill. Because it's right up there. Like I said, it's right up there. Is what is it, man? The Columbia football field is right off the water, and it's like it's kind of next to the Bronx too. Like I said, it's next to the Bronx. It's like right by if you guys know the ball, Bronx. It's like right by Marble Hill, like King Bridge and stuff like that. But it's uptown. And it's kind of like the end of like the Harlem River. Like it's ill how it's connected. Nobody really go up there. You know what I'm saying? Like no one really, but that's where Kareem's from. He's from up there. Kareem's from up there. Yeah, AP, right? Because the Harlem River, it goes around. Like it goes up, and it's kind of like the end of it. Then it goes around, and it kind of goes into the Hudson. That's right before you get like to the Bronx, but really not the Bronx, but really it is the Bronx, but it's like tippy top of the Bronx right before you get into Westchester. But that's like the part over there. It's ill how it's sectioned off from the Heights and all sorts of stuff into the Hudson. Yeah, the Harlem River going to the Hudson. It's like right before, like right. It's like right before you get to Yonkers and all that stuff. But it's on that side. It's ill how it's getting. But no one really goes up there. So I can see that. So I can see us going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I can see us winning it, but I can see us losing. Gravity says like exactly Gravity. It's like you're going up to Riverdale. It's like you're going up to Riverdale, right up there. Right, no, Riverdale's right before you get to Yonkers. So it's right up there. So it's ill, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you guys know, Manhattan College is up there, so it's ill how it is. It's ill how if you you know what I mean. If you go up that way, but it's like located in the ill section. But that's where Kareem is from. Knicks 100 GM says I can see anyone as a top seed. Agreed. I can. But I don't see the Knicks. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't see the Knicks getting no lower than the 3 seed. I don't. I think the top seeds we're battling out with Boston and we're battling out with Philly. That's what I think. But here's the thing, guys. I'm being honest with you. I can see Boston slipping a bit with the loss of Porzingis. Remember, Porzingis is not going to be ready until maybe the top of next year. Maybe February or something like that because of that injury he got. So Porzingis is not going to be ready. So I can see Boston slipping a bit because Porzingis changes everything for him. We saw it in the finals when he came out and he played, he was a difference maker. So Porzingis changes everything. 7'3", he could shoot, he could do. There's nobody really could check him except maybe Wemby or something. He's a mismatch nightmare. So that's what changes everything for him. Then you throw out Jrue Holiday out there. That changes everything for that team because they got the same cats they had over there. It's the same dudes. They just added Holiday and they added Porzingis, and that changed everything for them. So I think that's what happens. Knicks 100 CMC, yeah, they got too much experience without Porzingis. Agreed, they got the experience, but the skill set, man. Still need a big. And you know, a year underneath everybody's belt, they know kind of like how to play you now. You know what I'm saying? So the first year they caught everybody slipping. This year, everybody's gonna be ready for them. So now, how do you do the second time around? Second time around is always harder. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think they're still gonna be good. I still think they're top 3 in the East. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get like the 2 or 3 seed. The Knicks get the 2 seed, Philly get the 1 seed, or Knicks get the 1 seed, Philly get the 2 seed, Boston the 3. I think it's gonna be interchangeable like that. Those 3 teams. The reality is, with 82 games, guys, it's the law of attrition. It just is. And so we just got to pray that guys are going to be healthy. Definitely Mitch, OG Anunoby. Everyone else is Warriors, right? Pray that Randall's shoulder's better, which they were hearing reports that it is. So we got to see Atlantic Lion, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. He said, "Oh man, I'm like, yeah, it's a little late, man. It's all right, man. It's 9:30 on a Thursday, man. It's cool, man." Knicks 100 GM said, "I could easily see the Magic being the #1 seed and the Pacers. Pacers, no. You know why? Knicks 100 GM, they play no defense. That's not. They play no D, man. Boston can lock up. The Pacers play no D. That's why they got swept last year. The Knicks are fully loaded. They got everybody. They're not getting swept. The Pacers were fully loaded. They had everybody and they got swept. Knicks, what they had everybody, we're not getting swept by Boston. We might go 6 or 7 games. I can see the Magic easily being #1. The Magic, I don't know. They don't have a point guard, man. Who's their point guard? Cole Anthony? They don't have a point guard to run the show, man. They got a bunch of bigs and wings. They have no point guard. So that causes a problem in tight games. Knicks 100 GM. Knicks 100, they got swept because they have no experience. No. They got swept because they play no defense, man. They play no D. They play no defense. None. Orlando's good. Listen, Orlando's good. I said that before. They scared me. They do. They just don't have a point guard. They have nobody that can close games for them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. And so it's those little things, guys, that can determine where a game goes. Those little 1 minute, 2 minutes in a game or whatever, that could determine the game. 2 or 3 possessions. Agreed, Knicks 100 GM. I understand that with the Pacers, but it doesn't matter, man. Those 2 or 3 possessions, agreed, but they play no defense, man. They play no D. I don't care. I don't care. 2 or 3. My man, listen. You can't get swept, dogs, in Eastern Conference Finals. You can't get swept. That's experience, LV. No, it's not. They play no D. How's experience defense? Either you play it or you don't. That's not experience. They don't play no D at all. Halliburton plays no defense. None. Was it with Nimhard, and they get cooked every game. Cooked. The only one they got is block shots is old boy that's flopping all over the place. But if he ain't his jump shot, he washed up too. Big over there with the braids. You got. I like the Pacers. I think they're good. It's just they don't play no D, man. And when you get to the playoffs, you get to winning time. You gotta be able to lock up, man. If you can't lock up, the gas with them is that they were able to catch teams that were injured. If the Bucks weren't injured, they lose in that first round, man. They lose. They lose. We had them boys down 2-0, and we didn't have everybody. OG Anunoby went down. Nimhard hits that shot over Brunson, that haymaker. If he missed that, Knicks go up 3-0, and we're down most of our squad. They not, come on, boss. No. You need to relax, man. I like them. I think they're good, but they need to change some things because they're all offense. No, listen, yes. When you face a team on a mission, you got to have experience. Agreed. I'm not knocking that. You got to have experience, but you got to play defense. If you play no defense, it doesn't matter. Listen, what's the old saying? Offense wins games, defense wins championships, right? You got to be able to lock up, man. You got to be able to lock up. You got to be able to get stops. If you can't get stops, you can't coach defense. That's just effort, man. That's effort. Perfect example is look at a guy like Deuce. He can't shoot. He couldn't score. But what he could do is he could defend. That gets him on the court. The offense is going to come, but you got to be able to get stops. You got to be able to lock up. If you can't lock up when it's prime time, when it's time to, that don't have nothing to do with experience, man. That's effort. Defense is all effort. Period. If they had no defense, the games wouldn't have been Knicks 100 GM. The games are close. You know why? Because they can score, man. That's the thing with them. That's why it's like fool's gold with them. That's why I never thought they were that good. It's fool's gold. They can outscore you. But when it's winning time, they can't get a stop. They cannot. And so a certain team that can play defense, they're going to get a stop. They're going to stop those guys. Like, it's proven. That's why they got swept. And if we didn't go down with injuries, we probably would have beat them in 5. We struggled. No, we didn't, bros. We was up. We was up against them. Listen, we struggled. We did not struggle against them like that, man. It's just offensively, they're really, really good. They are. They're running gun, man. That's all they are. Problem with them is that once they stop making shots and you're able to make shots on them, they can't stop you, man. They can't stop you. They can't. And that's the issue with them. Now, I'm not saying they're not good. They're good. They can't get stops, man. And I don't know what changes in the year. Even Halliburton even said it. Do you remember when he said after the game? They said, "What did you learn from this playoffs?" He said, "Yo, man, how important rebounding is." He said, "I realized that, especially when we played against the Knicks." He said, "Yo, man, like effort and all that stuff, you can't coach that. Like they wanted it more. And that's just something that just you have to do. Like, you got to put the effort in. That's not experience, my man. That's just called want to do it. Those guys don't want to do it. All these guys want to do is score. So, yeah, they're going to put up numbers. They're going to look fancy. They're going to win some games, yeah. But when it comes down to winning time, man, they're going to lose. They should have lost to the Bucks. They should have lost to us in 5. It was all injuries that got them through. And then when they played a team that plays defense, they got swept. I don't care how close the games were. The games are going to be close because they could score. But when it's time to get stops and they couldn't. You get swept. That's what happens. Knicks 100 GM said, "Okay, we're going to see this year. Don't worry, LV's going to be in the Garden. I'm going to be there opening night. And trust me, I hope you come through and rock with me on the live show, man. And listen, if you right, I'm going to give you your props, man. That's how I do, man. Big win this year. I think Knicks 60 wins, Eastern Conference Finals, if not the finals. I don't think the Knicks win it this year, but I do think we can come out and be Eastern Conference champs this year and make a trip to the finals this year. 60 wins for the next year. I said it, yes, 6-0. All right, but listen, guys, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight on this Knicks schedule release show. All right, I'm LV Live. That's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right, also, too, if you're watching this on replay, right, and it's your first time coming through, please subscribe and also, to leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, but listen, I appreciate everybody that coming through, rocking with your boy LV Live. That's my show, and I'm out of here, people.